Hey, everybody. I'm going to show a game. The context has significance to me. Many years ago, um, through the grapevine of a local Go club, we get a message. My father has moved to the area and he's wondering if there's anyone he can play Go with. The idea being he's too old to come to the club. I raised my hand. Love to play with a guy. And zero idea what I was expecting. We get together. Turns out he used to be one of the top 10 in Taiwan. Super strong. But now he's 89 years old, which happens to be the only English he knows, his age. And he would say it with gusto. 89! That was the end of his English. So we would sit without verbal communication and play once a week for about 3 years. It was great. We started even. Quickly took him down to 1 stone. And over time, it was about 1.5 stones I was stronger than him. But still, in 3 years, we never once played Joseki. He didn't believe in it. It was pretty interesting stuff. Okay, so here is one game that I thought was particularly interesting. There's a perspective you'll see me use. I'm the white stones. And it can use it at your discretion. I don't play this way anymore, but it's a certain way of thinking that I liked at the time. And it's valid and everything, but let's take a look. Okay. Notice he plays the 5-4, the 5-4. He liked doing center a lot. And then the 6-4. So you see he has his own style. And again, we never played Joseki, not once. Okay. And now, White's thought process needs to start. What's going on? Where should I play? How do we find out? Well, what I like to do, in my head, I pass just to see where Black most wants his stones. Okay, so I imagine a stone here. Then I do Tawari, meaning I change the order of the stones. So Black stone there, let's take off D10 and ask where should this stone go? Well, A's not a terrible spot, but I think B and C are bigger. There's no reason for A. I mean, why not D? So it's not fitting real well. Like, yeah, it's okay, but not something to write home about. Okay. What else we got? We have this, not great in the corner. It faces the top, but the top is wide open. No concern there. So nothing special. Like, well, what is he looking at? Now imagine this move. Oh, in sente or pseudo sente, it's not actually sente. 3 stones speaking well about the left. That concerns me. Not like I can't come in, but that's a nice area for Black. I wish that was my area. Okay, so when I see the board that way, that makes me want to play in that left area. Even though there's areas that are bigger in nature. But this game, we're looking at the character of the stones. So I play here, and if I was doing it today, I would do the short knight. I just saw my bottom area. Right, so Black's wanting this top and center. And I'm saying, well, I'm going to take an extra big bottom if you're not careful. I'm going to play a large knight's move and develop something that I usually couldn't. So it's reasonable. Okay, onward. Black. Now let's think it through. What do we want to accomplish? Well, I would like to be the first one to play in the A area because that gives me a 2-on-1 advantage. If I ignore, he gets a 2-on-1 advantage. Well, there's nothing else critical going on, so yeah, I'm going to stay there. What else do I want to accomplish? Well, if I could bother the B stone also, that would be nice. Pinch comes to mind. Let's continue on. What else is there to do? Well, I have a two wall, my two C stones, two-stone wall facing the bottom, right where I can pinch. Extend off the C stones, pinch the B stone, which gives me a 2-on-1 advantage on the bottom right. It's a number of pinches to think about. I just went real basic. Okay. He comes up. I'm going to respond. I'm doing it on the fourth line because the local battle, I want to be in the local battle. I don't want to play away like at A, right? I don't want to play away. So I'm playing fourth line to keep in that battle. It seems stuff really going on there, in my opinion. He comes in. Gosh, lots of things to do. So tried thinking it through. And I did my little, 2 and 3 move readouts. And I imagined the kick. And so then I imagined I just gave black a small, thick two-stone wall. What's it good for? Well, it's good for bothering the B stone. And I have my C spot wide open. And I have a two-stone gap at D. I've made him strong while I've created my own weakness. I'm not saying it's a bad move, but I didn't want to do that. What I did was, no, you can't come in the corner. You can't be using, messing with me over there. And I'm not going to give you a free move against my K3 stone, my A stone. Okay, so hopefully you're seeing the thinking. How I'm like, okay, what's going on? Step by step. How many things can I accomplish here? Comes up. Where to? Well, of course, my A stone needs help now, way behind enemy lines. Now, I've asked many students over the years, okay, where next for white? And the majority of them look at here because it appears to be the natural move. But we know that we don't like pushing from behind or running from behind. And this white move only catches up to 2 separate groups. It's his move to get ahead of me on either side he wants. I'm not getting ahead here. So get ahead. But it's so thin. Well, he's got 2 weak groups that are far from my gap. I was confident I would be fine. He comes in. Which side do I honey on? See the questions that arise? Every move, a question will arise in your game. Play slow games. Think them through. What's going on? What should I be thinking about here? How do I decide this? So we're going to be haunting. We know that. Haunting where black is weaker. Okay. Who's weaker, the A or the B? The B has a corner to go to. The A doesn't. A is weaker. So, honey on that side. This was perhaps the hardest move I faced in the game. My first thought is, okay, I'll connect. Well, wait a minute. Black gets this in Sente, and I have a stupid-looking stick in the center of the board. No base, no nothing. I don't like that. I mean, it seems so natural to play here. So I spend a little bit of time, like, just a second. If I play here, I'm getting the base, removing black's base, If I get in trouble, I can connect under. And if black cuts, I just get sente sente and start surrounding things. So this seemed good to me. Remember, I don't know what I'm talking about. This is just me trying to think clearly and coming up with moves I've never seen. Who knows? Okay. It comes up. I fix my cut. Notice this does not, my move fixes the cut better, right? Now he can't cut there because it's the shape. He comes up. So we ask, is this sente? Yeah, I hate this Atari. Hate it. Horribly weak getting surrounded. Okay, so we come up. Is that sente? Well, that's a good question. How do we decide? I decide, the way I tend to read is I ignore. If I do nothing, what am I standing to lose? Am I weak here? Let me find out. Let me pass. So in my head, I pass and I imagine. As I try to get out, that's a big weakness. He has an Atari cut, a sente cut. I am weak. Come out strong. Okay. Learn decision-making processes and go. He comes up, is it sente? I don't know. How do I figure this out? I ignore. Personally, that's what I do. A lot of you probably read like, boom. Oh, of course. Great. I'm slower. Honey, boom. Oh, I capture that stone. There's no cut here. Oh, nice and strong. Okay. Sorry. Get back. So, not sente. This is not sente. What do I do? This is an important move. Carry the board with you when you play. And by that, I mean, in your head, you're playing and you go, okay, my A group, those 3 stones. They're okay. Yeah, lots of room. Well, yeah, but what about that gap? Well, okay. Something to talk about. There's Aji in there. Black's not particularly close. So I think I'm okay. I am reminding myself, as soon as something happens, take care of it. I'd like to play this at the soonest convenience. But not now, not so far. What else is going on? His A group is weak. Okay. Not like I can chase it aggressively. Right? Another 2-move readout, right? I cap, he runs out, or wherever. It's not going to be hard. You get rid of these marks. Let me get rid of the triangles. What else is going on? My A group is out. That's fine. I do have an open skirt. Okay, remember, we carried that from the beginning. I've got an open skirt. What else is going on? Black has an extremely thick wall. My A group behind enemy lines with an open skirt. If I dare say, oh, this is sente, really? I dare you to take those 2 stones. Game over. Black wins easily. It is terrible. So I got to come out. Next question. 4th line is to keep the pressure up. If there's attack coming up, play 4th line. If not, 3rd line to finish it. Well, black is thick. You can't be attacking thickness. So back off, finish down to the 3rd line. Honey. Double honey. Shall we Atari? For what purpose? Both, in this case, both Ataris look reasonable. We don't know which one. So don't. You don't need to. He plays. Get out. Notice I got the double Atari in the center coming up, very pleasant. Black tries to mess around a little bit, just make sure he can't do anything. Comes in the corner. And now we have a choice. Shall we split and give him the corner? No, he has thickness there. I'm not about to get aggressive on his thickness, so I take the corner, which gives me Sente. Finally, I get this in. Been looking forward to that. Feel way better now. And then the double Atari. Let's talk about if this is an important move. Okay, how do we do that? How would I do it, especially at the time? I would pass, and I'd look at this move. That takes both my eyes away, and he's about to cut me. So if he plays first, I have no eyes. There. One eye on the bottom. So let's imagine he plays this. And I'm like, I better live. Let's just imagine a stone here for life. Look at the top area. Black is developing magnificently, and I played M2. No. Double Atari. Now I've broken into the entire top area. Left, right, straight up. Oh, way different character here. Onward. Okay, black plays away. His A group is virtually connected down to B. So his A group's fine. Maybe in the future I can think about cutting it, but certainly at the moment it's not an issue. This A group, not quite as strong. There's a knight's move there. It doesn't have eyes, so I'd like opportunity to attack it. Certainly nothing at the moment. My B group is now incredibly safe. But there's one other thing going on. Now, other players are going to disagree with me, and that's fine. I don't think I'm right. This is just me attempting to think clearly. I looked at the board, and I imagined this move. And I'm thinking, okay, so I was behind enemy lines, and now he surrounds me, dare I say, in Sente, capturing Area 1 for free. That sounds awfully big to me. So this white group isn't finished. It's behind enemy lines and has some issues. So I took it away. He fixes. At this point, now this was in person. I want to say my cursor was hovering over, but there was no cursor. It was, and my hand was not hovering, but in my own head, I'm hovering here. And I should have, because this is relatively large and saves him in a big scale. Okay, so I am supposed to do this. Now's the time where I'm hovering here. Ready to come out again. Let's continue attacking, taking the left area. But then I did my little readout, and I go, this is absolute Gote in a rather small area. 10 points maximum in Gote, not big. Almost played where it wasn't important. So on with the rest of the game. Unfinished corner, I play up there. It's scary to play against. Come on out. Only move. He comes down. Get out. In the corner. Here. Why am I not taking my corner in Sente? Because of 1 and 2 move readouts. Short little readouts where you see the end product. Okay, so black, white. Am I alive? No. That's not two eyes? No. It's only one eye. Why am I going to the trouble to take 3 or 4 points in the corner when it doesn't even bring me life? So I also caught myself on that move because it's like a knee jerk, right? Into the corner, just knee jerk. I go, no. Where then? Out? Pinch? What should I be doing? That's when I realized this Hane is interesting. See how on the surface it looks like it's splitting his groups? What would be helpful to Hane here? Well, if I had a stone here, that's really helpful. Wait a minute. This is my Sente. So the ideas are clicking together. Okay. Check out my A group. No eyes. It can run out. You know what I'd prefer to do? To run under. That would be nice. Take his base, connect my 2 groups, take those. There's not a lot of points there, but they're nice. That's what I would like to do. I can't. It doesn't work. We'll just double check that. Atari. I'm going to cut you. Just don't get cut. So I'm separated. Okay. But I'm thinking, wait a minute. I've got Aji over there. Check this out. Atari. Uh-oh. I connect. Now I can connect under and look at his upper left corner. It's dying. It's horrible. He needs to fix that corner. I connect under. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. Boom, 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 boom. This was just me being a little afraid. This is nothing. This too. I'm running to the center. Why? For what purpose? Because I'm afraid. It's stupid. I had a moment of weakness. Then I come in. I like this move. Looks like it's too far, right? He can just split. I'm not concerned about the A side of this fight. I'm out. I can live. Not a problem. What B does, let me make it an A. What A does, it's me. I will either connect home to B, taking those points, thank you very much, or I'll just live in your C corner casually and easily now that I have help. It's a me move. Oh, so nice. He comes in and I lived in the corner and I couldn't remember anymore when I recorded it, but I really liked the thinking process. Okay, I hope that was mildly entertaining and possibly educational. And thanks for watching. Catch you all later. Bye.